Folks, today was a wild day in the land of the Warriors. We traded for Jimmy Butler, lost 4 players, Lindy Waters, Slow-Mo, Kyle Anderson, Andrew Wiggins, Dennis Schroder. Utah game, terrible start. We're up 11 with 4 minutes to go. Crunch time, choke it away. We basically had 9 players suited. Santos got hurt during the game. We blew it, but you have to win those games. We're going to break down the Butler trade. We're going to break down our lineup. We're going to break down the Jazz game. A lot to go over on this Warriors Digest. Please like and subscribe. Help us grow this channel. We're over 8,000 fans. We did a live stream earlier. 450 people concurrently watching the live stream. Ben Rogers been helping all week with the news. Was it KD? Was it Levine? De'Aaron Fox? Bradley Beal? Ingram, who's now going to Toronto, folks. Ingram to Toronto. Zion Williams. At the end of the day, we get the man we've been talking about for like 2 or 3 months, Jimmy Butler. Comment your thoughts. Are you happy about that or you're not? When we did the live poll during the stream, 75%, 220 votes said no. Not happy with Jimmy Butler. But let's start with the game first. You've seen the box score here. And I have to put what Slater said. And hopefully we get some sound bites as this goes. If not, I'll make a video in the AM about it. Disaster finish for the Warriors in Utah. Blew an 11-point lead in the final 3 minutes of the game. Couldn't get a game-tying look off. 25 and 25. Played back-to-back against Los Angeles. No Luka in that game. They think he plays Saturday. Folks, you know my favorite chart to show here. Warriors started off terrible. Let me blow this up a bit. First quarter, we made it close at the end. Halftime, close game. Really close to the third. Felt like we pulled away in the fourth. Look at that. 99% chance to win. 99% chance to win. Blew it. Blew it in a game we have to win to a team that's tanking. And you look at the box score, folks, like, we really didn't have anybody playing. You have a Jackson Rowe who's a two-way player. Pat Spencer, two-way player. Quinten Post starting as a two-way player. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Santos didn't play a lot early, and Payton 7. So really 7 full-time players. Waters gone, Jackson-Davis hurt, Anderson gone, Wiggins gone, Dennis gone. And Santos left the game early with a knee. So you really only had 8 players suited up. Curry knew he needed a big game. Took 31 shots, folks. 31 shots. Went 12 of 31, 6 of 18 from 3. 6 of 18 from 3. Tough. Minus 21 on the night. Post starting 10 points. Had a couple of nice shots, good spacing. Draymond coming back from injury, doing Draymond things. 7 points, 9 assists, 4 rebounds. Need more from him. Looney had a couple big rebounds. But at the end of the day, look at this. George had 26 off the bench. All their starters were in double digits. And that's not with Lowry marketing. We're going to get to the Butler stuff in a second. This just happened. We lost this game. This was a game we needed Jimmy Butler. I'm going to make Jimmy Butler in this game, folks, would have helped us not lose this fourth quarter. Because Jimmy Butler knows how to get to the foul line, slow the game, score in crunch time, helping out Steph Curry. We had 2 shots less made than them. We made 4 more threes. But you look at the foul line, they beat us. You look at turnovers, it was pretty close as well. Points in the paint, they had more than 10. Excuse me. We had 33 assists. They had 30. Good ball movement by both teams. We had an 11-point lead. We just couldn't close it. And that's where this man right here, Jimmy Butler, is going to help us close games. The full trade, folks. Full trade. Jimmy Butler, Golden State Warrior. Miami gets Andrew Wiggins from the Warriors. PJ Tucker, who was on the Clippers, traded to Utah, got bought out. And the protected first-round pick. That's a Warriors first-round pick. It's a 2025 top 10 protected, 2026 top 10 protected, and if it goes to the point of 2027, it's unprotected. Detroit gets Lindy Waters and Josh Richardson. Utah gets Dennis Schroder, and Toronto gets Kyle Anderson. That's not actually happening. He's staying with Miami. We're going to show you this for a second. Where is it? Also, the Warriors are giving Jimmy Butler a $112 million extension. Basically, new contract. $50 million to get across the line. So, folks, when we go to here, this is the new team. So, let me make it bigger again. Jimmy Butler instantly this year, $49 million, second highest paid player on the team. We're going to have to fill this out, and I'm going to show you how we fill this out in a second. Shout out the Warriors on Twitter, GSW, CBA. They do a great job. We have 11 players under contract, 4 open roster spots, as I showed you right here. Must sign a player by tomorrow to get 12. So the question is, who do we sign? Is they a veteran minimum? Go make another trade, something like that. Must get back up to 14 by February 20th. $1.4 million below the hard cap if Butler doesn't waive his $407,000 trade bonus, which is good because if we look where we were last time, you look at the hard cap, look at column 24-25. First apron, we were 330. This brings us much below it, and we know with the new CBA, there's a lot of draft capital stuff you can do, trades that affect the hard cap. The Warriors need to fill $1.3 million on their roster, which would leave them $29,000 below the first apron. So going right through it. If you make Post a full-time player, sign 2 10-day players, so somebody like Isaiah Thomas, maybe Kevin Knox from the G League team, other veteran players, and then sign 2 ROS deals. So we're going to be doing some stuff. You're going to subscribe to Warriors Digest because we're going to keep you updated on everything that they're doing, obviously going through this. This is the new Warriors look. Roster trade assets. So you're starting 5. They have Buddy in there. Potentially you move Butler the guard and you could have Kuminga. I know they like Kuminga at the 4. Kuminga was starting before Draymond got hurt. So the question is, does he go back to Kuminga starting? Before Kuminga got hurt and Draymond got hurt. Reserves, BP, GP, Moses Moody, Kuminga, Looney, Trayce Jackson-Davis. Finances, above the tax, $4.5 million. That's good. Below the first apron, $1.8. We still own all our draft picks for the most part. Can trade up to 2 first, seconds 2. We owe Miami. We owe Washington. We cannot exceed the first apron. It's been our issue this whole time. So the question is, what else are they going to do? Vooch with the Bulls are still out there. Maybe some veteran players to bring in. But it'll be interesting to see what the Warriors do, folks. And this is where we're at. Seeing if anything broke right now. Nothing's broken per se. So get a good look. Get a good look. Get a good look. Get a good look at this, folks. Pulling it up. This is your new big 3. This is your new big 3 for the foreseeable future. Jimmy Butler signed the 27. Curry signed the 27. Green signed the 27. The Warriors are going in all in the next 2.5 years. This year, we'll see what happens. Probably need to retool this team in the offseason to better fit Jimmy Butler coming in. We're going to break down his game and how he fits the Steve Kerr offense. What does Steve Kerr need to do? So you're going to subscribe to Warriors Digest. We're going to have a lot of content coming out around this to make sure you're up to date. We're having an Andrew Wiggins tribute video, everything in between. Randy Silver, Warriors Digest. Comment your thoughts, and we'll have a video coming out either later tonight, most likely tomorrow morning, with the press conferences from this game talking about the trade because they all found out about it before the game. Valiant effort. Warriors lose to the Jazz, but they win by getting Jimmy Butler. You let me know your thoughts.